Liverpool 3, Arsenal 1. Another 3 points for the Reds on this hunt for the Premier League title. 3 games in, 3 wins, 100%. Record is fine. Not a clean sheet again today, but who cares when you've beat Arsenal? It's fine. Arsenal quite good in this game, but Liverpool just showed their dominance, showed the quality, and it shined through in the end. We didn't do anything spectacular. Arsenal were, like I said, quite good. Playing their counter-attack style quite well, and a few times in the first half they did cause us problems, and it did look like it was going to be one of them kind of dicey games for us. It was going to be about how well we defended, really, because Arsenal had a few chances there in the game in the first half. Like I said, Van Dijk a couple of times looked like he was a bit hesitant to kind of close Pepe down, which I understand why. But to be fair, I think you can look at it a few different ways, because you're probably going to see on Twitter now, there's people probably slagging Van Dijk off, saying, opposition fans, this is anyway, oh, Van Dijk's not that good because he stands off Pepe, this, that, blah, 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 all stuff like that. But in my opinion, a good defender does his homework. A good defender doesn't go into a game thinking, I am the best and I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. Van Dijk has looked at Pepe, he's looked at what he does well, he's looked at how quick he is, and he's thought, what's the best way for me to shut this player down? In my own way. And the thing with Van Dijk is he can do a bit of everything, or he can do a lot of everything, and that's what Van Dijk does so well. In this game, you saw him do a few different things in the first half, comparatively with the second half. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but he stood off, of course. He didn't let himself be drawn into a 1v1 battle with Pepe, and he was letting Robbo come in, similar to what he did against Messi away at Barcelona, and everyone slated him for it, saying, is this really the best defender in the world? Well, yeah, because positionally he's on point, and if any young defenders watching that game, watch Van Dijk. Positionally excellent, does not get himself caught out, never ever does. That's why he very rarely has to slide tackle, but obviously in this game he did a couple of times. But in the first half, like I said, he stood back, and he was a bit hesitant to go and close Pepe down, because he doesn't want to be drawn into a 1v1, because he knows that Pepe probably has the beating of him. And I think Pepe was quite good in this game too. A lot of Van Dijk's battles over the season, last season and stuff like that, and coming into this season, the standards for Van Dijk is so high. It's always 100% in Van Dijk's favour, really, or at least 80-20, something like that. He's never really had a big challenge to someone to come and really play against him, and Pepe did. And this battle for Pepe and Van Dijk was more 50-50, and I think that's why he looked a bit shaky at the start, but he grew into it. And like I said, in the second half, he come out with a much better performance, and he was outpacing Pepe, outpacing Aubameyang. He just then showed his quality, because he learned from the mistakes of the first half. If you get me, he didn't really make a mistake, but he learned from the tough start of the game, and how then to defend against Pepe, and it's a fantastic world-class performance again from Van Dijk, and showing exactly why he's the best defender in the world. There's nothing that can be said about it. And then for the rest of the team, midfield good, solid, missing a few tackles, and there was a lot of shaky kind of tackles in the first half and the second half and stuff like that. The game was kind of at a frenetic pace, and it was hard for the midfield to keep up, theirs and ours. But our team put them under more pressure and made them work harder. So in the end, it kind of told. Our front three are just absolutely dynamite. We've said it all last season. We don't need to say it again, but Sadio Mane is absolutely world class. The touches, the jinking runs inside, the way he just beats defenders, and he just makes space for other people, makes space for the fullback down the side, Andy Robertson. Fullbacks weren't great, but in the end, it was a fullback who got the assist of the game for Matip, who gets the first goal from a corner. It's a great set piece. It's just dominance in the air, really. Van Dijk's getting held by like 2 players, and no one's watching Matip, and Matip just pops his header in the top corner. I expect to see more of that from Matip, because he's showing early signs of it this season, the Community Shield, and this game as well. He's dominant in the air. He's a big defender. He's a big, tall man. So he's got to get himself on the end of something, really. At the end of the day, get himself a few goals, a few assists, whatever. The way he makes driving mazy runs forward as well. He needs to get himself involved in the attack and stuff like that. Proves worth, because people don't rate him that highly, but when you watch him play like that, he's phenomenal at times. You know what I mean? Sometimes he looks better than Van Dijk. Very, very rarely, of course. So yeah, assist from Trent. But yeah, Firmino again, just quality. And we go into the break 1-0. And, it's still looking shaky, but we come out to the second half, and within 2 minutes of the game, it's a penalty. David Luiz, what a knobhead. He's just a tit, there was times when he was kind of like going for cheap that I was saying Liverpool should buy him because he's good going forward, he's good coming out of the back, with the ball and stuff. But I'm glad we've not got him. I'm glad that Arsenal have got him. He's just got absolute brain fart all the time, and he just pulls Salah back, pulls a shirt, it's a penalty, and Salah dispatches it absolutely brilliantly. Top corner, you see Ronaldo put them in the top corner all the time and just give the keeper absolutely no chance. Bernd Leno goes to his left, Salah goes to Leno's right, and it's just right into the top corner, hits the stanchion on the way in, and it's 2-0. Salah gets his goal, and then for his second goal, Liverpool's third. It's a ball down the line by, I think, it might be Trent, or it might be one of the midfielders, Gini or Henderson. I'm not too sure. But he gets the ball with the touch. He draws David Luiz in. And David Luiz, to be fair, even though he's on a yellow card from the penalty, he tries to dive into Salah, and Salah just goes past him like he's not even there. It's absolutely brilliant. He drives into the box, and he just side-foots it past Leno. Just a brilliant finish. And another example of why Mo Salah... People say he's a fraud. People say he's he was a 1-season wonder last year. He was a 2-season wonder. Well, now you're looking at a 3-season wonder. And when you're looking at a 3-season wonder, you're looking at someone who's up there with the best in the world. 3 seasons now in a row. Hopefully, at the end of the season, we can look at it and say he has performed consistently for 3 years. And if so, you've got to label him in that bracket. That's what I think anyway. He's going forward. There's nobody like him. He's so electric. His pace is the biggest part of his problem, but the biggest problem for other teams. But also his touches. He's so good on the ball, close control with his feet that he megs defenders. He takes it past defenders, and also his eye for goal. He's so clinical. Maybe at the start of this season he's having more shots than he should do and stuff like that. But I don't mind if he's gonna take 6 shots and score 2 goals. I don't care as long as we're winning this game. I'm not bothered. And with the rest of the front three, the midfield supplying him, and the fullbacks and stuff like that, and just the way our team works, I do not care if Salah takes as many shots as he wants, because he's good enough. He's proved he's good enough to do it. So give him the chance to, and most of the time it'll end up in the back of the net, and it did this time. 2 goals for him today. Firmino didn't manage to get a goal, neither did Mane, but for all their hard work, Firmino, some of the touches he had in this game, the touch for the pen was sublime. Some of the things he did. At one point he flicked it over one of the midfielders' heads. The ball's on the floor, he's outside the box, and he just flicks it over his head, and you're just thinking, fucking hell, Firmino, just calm down, mate. Just these people have got lives. Just please, just leave them be. But yeah, a little bit of a nervousness towards the end as Torreira puts it in for 3-1. I'm usually quite like complimentary of some players like Henderson and stuff like that. And he was very good in this game. He had some great touches, great running, great tackling, this, that, the other. But for this goal, it's kind of his fault for not making the tackle. It's a weak leg. He does it quite a few times, Henderson. He gets himself back and he puts himself in the right position, and you can't fault him for that. But then he puts a foot in and he just doesn't get enough on it, and he does it a lot. He does it quite often, Henderson, and I'm not slating him for it, no way. But he should do better, and because he doesn't, Torreira scores, and we haven't got a clean sheet. But credit for him for getting back. Credit to him for getting back, and in the long run, I don't think 1 goal is going to make a difference to the record and stuff like that. Our goal conceded record, but a stronger leg would really help in that situation, but he just doesn't have it. And I'm going to say it, as much as I think Adrian's going to be one of them players in years to come, like a cult hero for how he's doing so far, he makes me so nervous. It's like having Mignolet in goal again, or Karius. No one's going to have that. No one. There's only a small bracket of goalkeepers in the world who are going to be in the bracket of Alisson, Ederson, I'd say De Gea, but after today's performance, fucking hell. Oblak, them kind of goalkeepers who are just up there. And Alisson is so good that Adrian coming in now looks so bad. And I just really can't wait for Alisson to come back from injury. He's needed a bit of time off. Like I said, his alcohol levels have been through the roof since the summer started. But I just need him back because Adrian's just making me so nervous. And it's starting to cause a little bit of nervousness in the ground at times, and that's kind of why you're seeing the last 10 minutes of games be like this against Southampton. They got the goal. Danny Ings gets the goal, and it's a little bit of nervousness from Adrian's mistake. And I understand Alisson made that same kind of mistake last year at Leicester, but Alisson's so good. Adrian's not. You know, when the ball's over the top from opposition teams, when the ball comes over and it comes to buy our box, Alisson's always there, and you know I'm always expecting now Adrian to be there, and he's not, and it's causing our defenders to drop deeper and deeper sometimes. And I'm not going to go too far into it because we've won the game, but I do just feel a little bit nervous with Adrian, to be fair, and I want Alisson to come back. I don't think he's going to be back for the City game, which is going to be a worry, but you know, our attack, our midfield, our defence, you know, every player except for the goalkeeper are good enough to beat Manchester City, you know what I mean? And if Adrian can just be a good shot stopper in the day, then it is what it is. But, you know, we've got a few games until City and stuff like that. Champions League coming back soon. It'll be September in a week or two, so looking forward to all that. 3 points, like I said, yet again, 100% record still intact. 3 wins out of 3. What more can you ask for from Liverpool Football Club? Man of the match for me is probably going to be Joel Matip. Or no, Mo Salah. Mo Salah can have it, to be fair, because he's just world class and there's no one better than him right now. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know who you thought was man of the match and what you thought of the performance, and what you're going to think of next week as well, because, you know, let's keep this momentum going now. Top of the league. Up the Reds. Take care. Bye-bye.